Alright, hello again everyone. If you remember my last video, I was talking about some of the decks that I've started making in the new Zendikar Rising standard and how I was a little upset that they didn't have a bunch of stuff for green. Because, you know, Selesnya is generally my favorite color combination. I was, however, able to make this deck, which is my Vigilance Cats deck. As the name kind of sounds, it's all centered around cats, it's all centered around vigilance, and particularly using vigilance as a strategic weapon. With this Frontland Felidar, didn't mess around with it too much when it dropped in Ikoria, but it's working out really nicely in this kind of Selesnya Cats deck that I have right now. You can also throw in Kahira, again, Vigilance Cat from Ikoria, and main servo as a starting point is a very good starting point. The thing is, I was generally complaining that Zendikar Rising didn't have a lot of support from my general playstyles, but Zendikar Rising did drop several cats. Did drop several cats for us. Mesa Lynx is very interesting. It's a 2-1 on your turn and 2-3 on your opponent's turn, so it's a nice kind of defender if you want to use it as such. Territorial Scythe Cat is a trampler with landfall. Landfall is a really fun little mechanic from Zendikar that I don't use too much with this deck, but it's a nice little flavor and certainly helps buff things up. If you can actually get, Kahira and Territorial Sky Cat on the field at the same time, you've got a nice thing with Trample and Vigilance. Similarly, if you've got main serval with Cetacean Training attached to it, you've got Trample and Vigilance. So you've got a nice mix of stuff that I can really use to help attack a lot with this deck. Feline Sovereign is also great. Gives a power and toughness boost like here does, but also gets rid of artifacts and enchantments, which I've found is actually very useful in a lot of the decks I've come up against recently. But anyway, going on more for what Zendikar Rising has dropped for us with cats, it's given us Felidar Retreat. Humorously enough, I actually tend to use the second landfall ability with Felidar Retreat, giving +1 counters and gaining vigilance. But every once in a while, getting that extra cat beast out is nice. Prowling Felidar, vigilance with landfall, basically the same thing as the Scythe Cat, but a little bit more toughness, and it's vigilance instead of trample. So again, if you can actually attach a Cetacean Training to this thing and buff it up, it's great. Basher's Acolyte, again, just kind of a cat. Lifelink is nice. It's this, I think, let me double check. I've got some life gain with Revitalize, but other than that, Basher's Acolyte is the only life gain I have in this deck. Oh, no, it's not. I've got Great Cantrip also gives me life. So there's a little bit of life. Again, I always like adding life. Same thing with Leaning War Leader. Again, it's for whatever reason, legal in Arena Standard because it's an Arena special card. Even though it hasn't been reprinted in paper in current standard, but more life gain from that. And again, if you've got Kahira or Feline Sovereign out, Leaning Warrior, you've got 2/2 lifelinkers appearing. General Control with Shadow the Sky. Sabertooth Mauler is nice again, just to buff itself up as other things die. Keeper of Fables, again, kind of a help with draw in this case. Revitalize and Great Henge are both give us draw and give us lifelink. So there's a little bit extra draw with Keeper of Fables, a little bit extra lifelink with Leaning Warrior and Basher's Acolyte. Other than that, not much. I may want to add more Branch Loft pathways if I get them in drafts and stuff, but otherwise, this sort of dual land is okay. I'm certainly glad it doesn't come into play tapped, but it would be a little bit more useful, quicker than Temple of Plenty is, but Temple of Plenty gives us that scrying. Basically, if you kind of can't tell already looking at this deck, the thing is that hopefully you can buff your cats up so that it's hard for your opponent to defend them, and if your cats aren't buffed up, using Frontland Felidar, you can just tap your opponent out and, nullify their field that way. Anything else I haven't really mentioned yet? Pressure Point, a little bit more draw, and again, tapping your opponent's creatures, which is, again, a nice, fun thing to do with this deck. Rabid Bite helps destroy opponent's creatures. Again, much better if you've got your own cats pumped up to begin with. But yeah, that's about all of the battlefield control there is. So let's go in and play a few matches with my VigilCats deck. We'll see how things go. Taking a while to find an opponent right now. That's interesting. Alright, now who do we got? We have Rotlenberg. Interesting, eh? Let's see what I got here. Ooh. Alright, so the one thing with this deck is I have a lot of those 2-cost cats. You know, the main Serval and the Mesa Lynx. If I don't have any of those in my first hand, it's hard to justify. So let's... again, not great. And I don't even have any planes in this hand. Alright, this one I can somewhat build from. Oh, lordy. Alright, get rid of the Felidar, unfortunately. And do I want the retreat or do I want the War Leader? I think I want the War Leader. Yeah, because that'll help fill out my field, and I need help filling out the field right now. Alright, I do not have high hopes for this match, because losing 2 off of your starting hand is never fun. What's the opponent going to do? Because we got blue. Oh, there's a nice green. I've noticed Zendikar has a fair amount of cards that work well with mill decks. Considering they're playing green, I doubt they have a mill deck right now, but we'll see what happens. Ooh, are they... Okay, Omen of the Sea. Okay, it's not counter. It's not counter yet. But I'm not a fan of blue just because of all the countering that can happen with blue. But main Serval, it's hard to destroy because of that 4 toughness. The only option is really to bounce. Ooh, Cultivate. Alright. Are they just Simic? Or, okay, yeah, they're just Simic. Another main Serval. Do I want to play that yet? Well, let's diversify. Let's put the Mason out. Let's give them the choice. Alright, now I really need to draw land next turn. Of course, Feline Sovereign or Kahira would be acceptable as well. Cetacean Training and Revitalize could work if the draw gives me another land, but we'll see. I have to figure out what our opponent's doing this turn first. Okay. More cultivation. Alright, they're not getting field presence out quickly. Getting lots of land, which is nice. Yay, land! Alright. Oh, if they countered this with just the 2 that's showing, I'm gonna be pissed. Please just be another Omen of the Sea. My opponent is either very undecided or just not paying attention. Come on, Rotlenberg, do something. I mean, I don't mind winning by timeout, but I kind of want to actually play. Okay, another Omen of the Sea. Alright, now what's going... And 2 on top, okay. They must have been moderately happy with what they drew. Or what they saw. Oh, Simic Swarm. This damn thing. Thankfully, I have Shatter the Sky. Alright, so you know what's going to happen here? I'm going to attack with all I got. just to get some extra life out of this. Because the thing is that I learned the other day, Simic Swarm copies everything. So those are all double Migratory Greathorn and Simic Swarm together, which sucks. So yeah, they're getting shattered right about once they're done. Interesting, they're not blocking the War Leader? They're not blocking the War Leader. That is like the exact opposite of what I would have done, but I guess they wanted to keep as many of those bugs on the field as possible. But hey, now I just get to get rid of them. Oh, smart. Alright, he saved himself. That sucks for me. Because I don't have... Unless I draw another Shatter the Sky, I don't have... Wait, what's he doing? Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, he's fine. I think. So play land, doubles the Swarm, then mutates, doubles again. Although now the tokens, only half of them are Greathorns. Yeah, I need another Shatter the Sky now. That was a very clutch unsummon thing. Alright, Temple of Plenty. What do I get coming? That doesn't help. And I'm going to play the Serval. If I don't draw what I need next turn, I'm going to forfeit, because this is going to get out of hand very quickly. Oh shit, yeah! Oh good lord. That's just mean. Holy shit. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so... It's another Shadow of the Sky or nothing. Oh, come on, what else are you gonna do? A Revitalize or Secession Training would be acceptable. See, now this is why I think they'll eventually... Nope, that's not what I needed. But if you notice, all of those damn tokens are out. That can't be good for the system. I know people had been talking about banning the new Umnath, but honestly, I think Simic Swarm and the Landfall Cobra are more abusable than Umnath is. I think one thing that Wizards didn't anticipate, or maybe they did, I don't know. The current metagame, it's a lot easier to cheese lands out on the field, which makes Landfall a much stronger mechanic than it used to be. So I don't know if they've even thought to take that into account. It's not like they can change Landfall now that it's like, what, the third set has been in? It's not like Companion where they modified it instantly the first time it appeared. And we're able to do so. Let's see. With that symbiote out, I'm going to play the Lynx. Because the Lynx can defend against the symbiote. The main Serval also could defend, but it couldn't kill. Mysterious. Ooh, alright. They're going to want to start... Let's put Kahira out. That's what I thought. They could have defended with either the symbiote or the mysterious egg, but that would have really messed up their overall strategy. Oh, Banishing Light. Nice move. Nice move. Alright, so what do I got here? I can only basically play one of these two cards right now. Let's get the serval out. Because now even if you do mutate something onto the egg, I can well, no, actually I only have 3 power right now. Mirror Shield. Okay, interesting. I've only ever really seen one opponent who's ever used Mirror Shield well. Let's see, now... Do I... You know what? If they get a chance to mutate something, their strategy is going to blow up. So I'm just going to drop everything. Yeah, so if they'd actually played that... If they'd actually mutated the Cub Warden, that would have been tough for me. But now I've got my Felidar out, I can start doing tapping hijinks. Not this turn, unfortunately, because summoning sickness. Oh shit, another Banishing Light. Okay, now I'm annoyed. You cheesed that one out. Alright, War Leader. Okay. Okay. It'd be better for him to not attack. There you go. That's what I thought. Alright, we're going to Great Henge. And we're going... Oh, it's hexproof. Darn. Yeah, Mirror Shield gives hexproof. That's unfortunate, but I'll deal with it. Now the question is, does he have... Oh, shit. Alright, let me just get this done, because he might get rid of it. Question is he getting rid of... Yeah, getting rid of the Henge. Henge is more important than the War Leader was. Alright, well, with the mana that I have out, I'm gonna draw... Hey! Shatter the Sky. Alright, so if things get out of hand, I can Shatter the Sky again. In the meantime, get the Acolyte out, buff one of these, buff that, attack with them all. Now the Acolyte isn't going to help me anymore, so I can defend with it if he wants to attack the Cub Warden. Migratory Greathorn, that doesn't help him. Although it does give him those little kitties. You know what? I'm not going to defend the Acolyte if he attacks me. Oh, okay. Alright, so now my Acolyte isn't going to die to Cub Warden. Is he... Oh, he's doing the full block. Alrighty then. Well, let's get rid of the tinies. And unfortunately now I don't have something that'll help get me draw. He doesn't either. So he's top decking. Yeah, see, that doesn't help me. So the question is, if he attacks with Cub Warden, he's up to 7, and doesn't have a defense except for the Symbiote. I don't have 7 to attack with, so I'm just going to Shadow the Sky. So, alright. He has a slightly better feel because of... Oh, now that triggers Colossal Majesty! Oh, fuck, alright. I'm in trouble. He top-decked something that'll help him get Colossal Majesty done. Alright, that... Oh, that's just my luck. So he's got free reign to attack me for a while. Of course, now all I'm drawing is me. Of course. Oh, come on, you gotta be able to do something interesting with this turn. He's keeping the top card there. You know, maybe he's not gonna be doing anything. He doesn't need to take advantage at the moment. Oh, now I get Felidar Retreat. That would have been helpful before I got the lands I did. So let's see, if that thing mutates, each opponent sacrifices a creature, so he doesn't need to worry about mutating it yet. So he's going to get rid of Felidar Retreat, of course. Revitalize. And another freaking land. Alright, I'm done. Now, of course, it sounds like he would have drawn that Gem Razor sometime soon if he hadn't top-decked the Chittering Harvester. So that was just me getting mana screw with all those lands. Also, just, yeah, I don't know. That didn't go well. Now, see, if I had drawn a Feline Sovereign at some point, I could have gotten rid of that Mirror Shield. Alright, I don't have any quick play creatures in this hand. I like the Prowling Felidar. Session Training could draw, but I need to play that on something. And again, not great. Not great. Ugh. At least Pressure Point I can use to control an early field move. And draw, but now I don't seem to have. There we go. There's a turn 2 play that I like. And then main serval is great against red decks because small creatures it can tank. Worthy Knight, interesting. All right, so. Alright, yep, he's not defending. He sees I'm untapped. Probably assumed I could have buffed the serval. Another knight gives him a human. Let's see, do I want to tap things? You know what? Yeah, at the end of the turn. I'm gonna Pressure Point your knight. Not a land, not a land. Oh, but you know what? Now it's Trample Vigilance with 2 power. There's a land. So the question is, what do I do next turn? Do I Sovereign? Do I Hera? Or do I try to kill a creature with Rapid Bite? Because I don't like how that knight's populating his field. Oh shit, yep. So the serval can tank the lieutenant, but not much else. Alright, and yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that Lord Knight right now. I don't like that. I'm not gonna attack because you have enough attack power to kill the serval. And again, I'm low on lands. Just goes back and forth with this deck. I really don't appreciate how Arena does that to me a lot. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. First 12 draws only 3 lands. I guess I'm out of 12, we should expect 4. So it's not too far off. Oh, Inspiring Veteran. Okay, now I can't take either of those things. Dub. Oh, good lord. Wait, 3/3? Oh, became a knight, so I just have to take that. Good lord, that's awful. Yeah, I can block one thing, but if he just attacks with basically everything else, I'm dead. Frustrating, frustrating. Well, let's try to go for one more, and then we'll call it a night, I guess. Get that 10th win there. It's also frustrating to me that I tend to do better off camera than on. Oh well. Sad dragon. Oh, don't be sad. Okay, this is a pretty good starting hand. I'm going to need to put Boulder Loft out because all the creatures are plains. I need to get some of that plains mana. Alright, let's put Serval out. Next turn I can Plenty. Turn after that, the War Leader comes out. Ooh, Shadow of the Sky, good insurance. I like Succession Training. Alright, now what are they doing? They're mono green so far. 3/3, interesting. Now their landfall is, it'll become a 5/5, so that'll be tough for me to deal with at the time. But if he attacks now, that gives me an opening for the War Leader next turn. Yep, so it's 5/5. Ooh, nice. Oh, you should have attached that before you... Oh, very nice. So that all of a sudden becomes a 9/9? No. Yeah, 13/13. Well, I'm not going to block that. Ooh, Succession Training doubled. We're going to do that on Serval. Keeper of Fables, awesome. That'll help with draw. Ooh, Kahira, also nice. So let's see, if he plays a land, that suddenly becomes a 7/7. I'll have to sacrifice one of my Servals for it. Ooh, what is that? You may play lands from your graveyard. Interesting. Ooh, okay, what I want to... If I play Kahira, I can get more life back. That Green Warden is tough. So the question is, do I want to play Kahira before Shadow the Sky? You know what? I'm going to attack first. Well, if I attack with the War Leader, then Shadow Sky won't trigger for me. But I don't have to attack with the War Leader. I can still get that life. Now we Shadow the Sky. Plains, nice. So next turn I can Kahira and Mesa Lynx. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Oh, he drew. Shit, Simic Swarm. Of course, I used Shadow the Sky before Simic Swarm came out. Just my luck. Kira, Mesa Lynx. Turn target card from the graveyard to whatever. And you may play. Wait. Play lands from a graveyard. Doesn't matter how much I block, because they've got a ton of attack power left. Or attack creatures out, I guess is the better way to say it. Yeah, this sucks. So as long as they can play lands, which they of course can, because Green Warden is out, and get a massive amount of Simic Swarm showing. Jeez. I'm gonna tap their big ones at least. Because of course it's my luck, I use Shadow the Sky before the Simic Swarm comes out. Should have waited. And yeah, I'm done. Alright, well, that's, I think, it for the night. Trust me, this deck is better than this video makes it look. I just obviously mistimed Shadow the Sky in like 2 or 3 separate matches tonight, so that's no fun. But yeah, I hope that at least engaged some people. I never got to really get that Frontland Felidar going like I have in some other matches, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Until next time, see you guys later.